Hey everyone, this is Jin Song. Today I'll be conducting an assessment of the running trails at Philippe Park in Safety Harbor. This will be my third video in a series conducting an assessment of some of the most popular locations in Hillsborough and Pinellas County. After extensive, very methodical research over the last 20 minutes, I have chosen this park right over here for review. Philippe Park seems to be a very popular venue for photo shoots, especially weddings and events. I don't imagine I'm going to see too much of that today, seeing as it's Florida and it's raining again. But like anything else, I always take these kinds of images with a grain of salt. It's amazing how much the environment can change in a really short period of time. It also goes without saying that I realize that Philippe Park isn't actually intended for running. I see a lot of things that might present some potential barriers, namely stairs, which if all fails, or maybe I should say falls in this case, we'll get to explore somewhere new. I have 4 primary considerations for evaluating routes: dedicated running trails, noise control, shade coverage, and crowding. I'm not gonna lie, it looks pretty gloomy right now. It's slightly drizzling rain. I don't know how many hours of sunlight I have left. If I only get struck by lightning like once today, I'll consider myself a pretty lucky man. I really enjoyed the environment at Philippe Park. It was very quiet and peaceful. There was birds chirping, people meditating. It's close to the water, so you can feel a gentle sea breeze. You could also see people kayaking in the distance. It had lots in the way of variation, which is the strength and weakness of this park. The path, frankly, is all kinds of crazy. For one thing, I had difficulty locating it. It took me a moment to realize that there is no preset path. It weaves in and out of hills, roads, stairs, neighborhoods, you name it. A little bit of everything. And sharing the road with cars and bikes is never too ideal. Pretty much everything you don't look for. I would give the roads a 3.5 out of 10. The noise was optimal for today. However, I largely attribute this to the weather and the time of day. I believe on a normal day it would be very different, especially with the road being shared with vehicles. If you've ever run in traffic before, you'll probably know what I'm talking about here. It's not too pleasant. So even though today was optimal, I would give it a 7 out of 10. The shade at this park is slightly below average. The roads have a moderate amount of shade. However, they are shared with cars. If you are taking the boardwalks or the general paths, there is shade coverage, although it is fair and there are many openings. As a whole, I would rate this a 6.5 out of 10. Crowding is more difficult to assess, seeing as there are no preset running trails. You could argue that the roads themselves offer a fair amount of space during the non-peak hours. However, during the more likely scenario of moderate traffic, I do not believe there would be nearly enough space for everybody, especially with it only being a 2-lane road. The sidewalks themselves are also too small. They are a 2 arms distance. However, there were a lot of people walking their dogs, and I had to cut into the road, sometimes dodging cars as I was doing that. So there was not nearly enough space even at a slow time of day. So I would rate the crowding a 3 out of 5. Our final weighted score for Philippe Park was a 20 out of 35. I thoroughly enjoyed my adventure looking for the trails, and I'd probably go back for a picnic or barbecue, but probably not a run. That's all for today. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this content, like and subscribe for more related content. And if you have any ideas for future content, leave them in the comments below. But until next time, peace.